I scoured the internet for a bunch of different YouTubers' collectibles, and today we're going to be reviewing them. Starting with Dream, who actually had a pretty extensive website. And the collectible that I found was kind of an interesting one. And also, when you did make a purchase, you got a free set of bracelets, which I thought was pretty cool. They say stuff like Dream, and then I believe there's a Dream Team one, as well as this that goes with like a keychain. It's a lot of fun. And so the thing that I got, and I think you guys can probably tell already, is the mask CD, as well as an actual Dream mask. I felt like this was the most collectible on his website, and it works pretty well. And I believe if I swap this thing around and I make it a little bit bigger, I also should be able to wear it. And when I see people wearing it, they kind of do it like on the side like this, kind of like that. I think that's how he does it. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But anyways, I thought it was a fun thing to get, especially because his Minecraft avatar does have this. And actually, now that I think about it, Dream's entire persona for a long time was this mask, so it's definitely very collectible. And I feel like this is also like one of those things, like very similar to actors and like the props that they have, that if you were to ever see it in person and get this signed, it'd probably be pretty valuable. Not that that's important, but it does make it a little bit more collectible, so that's why I figured I'd mention it. And now the other thing that I wanted to check was the CD, and I did think it was really funny because on the back they put every song. And you may be thinking, how many songs does Dream have? Well, when you flip it around, it's literally only one. It's just the mask. And the reason that I'm opening it up is because it showed on the website that the disc was gonna look like this with the face on it, so I kind of wanted to see if it was actually on there, and if it is, I'm gonna be super impressed. Oh wow! Okay, yeah, that is really cool, so even the disc is collectible. And now I totally would play it for you guys, but I'm pretty sure I would get copyrighted for it, so here, listen to this. That's as much as I could do. Now next up is TheOdd1sOut, and I got a bunch of different things from him. Also, James, I don't know if you're gonna be watching, but I gotta say that your website has some really great stuff, and I noticed that him as well as another creator that we're going to be talking about is both through a website called Creator Inc, and there was a lot of great stuff on there. And so I guess we'll start with some of the smaller stuff that I got for relatively cheap. I think the pins were like maybe $10 each, and then I got the playing cards for $1. And I would say that every single one of these things is collectible. So we got the Subway pin as well as Floof, which is really cute, and then I also got this one here, which I kind of want to crack open to see what's actually on these cards. Because it could just be the box on the outside, but I have a feeling that he's probably gonna be on the cards. It would make sense. And also, now that I think about it, even though I did buy these mostly because they were $1, playing cards are collectible. I know that there are people that have hundreds of different decks. Alrighty, so let's see what it's looking like. Okay, so for the most part, they are just kind of like normal cards. Oh, here we go. Now this is the TheOdd1sOut that I know and love. Check it out, guys. The King, Queen, and Jack are all his character. Oh, and then on the back side here, there's also a little bit more going on with him wearing a crown as well as like a jester or joker's hat. And then I'm guessing there's probably going to be some other stuff in here too. Yeah, like the Joker, which is on the outside of the cards. And I gotta say, the quality on these are super nice. I thought it was going to be kind of flimsy, but it is definitely not. And it looks like, I believe every single suit is either just a different color or maybe a slightly different character too. And no, like I said, that is just the little stuff that I purchased because I also ended up getting this here, which I'm really pumped about trying. And now before I do crack it open, I figure I might as well show you guys the back to see what's inside. It is the TheOdd1sOut motion lamp. I believe it's a lava lamp. And now I'm a little bit curious because it does say motion lamp. Is it actually a lava lamp, or maybe it's like lava lamp trademarked? I'm not sure. Because I've never actually seen anybody change up what the title of it is. It looks like this might be a battery or a plug. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, here's the top of the lava lamp. And then it looks like the whole thing should just come out like that. And then there's more on this side, which is, the light bulb and plug. All right, now the goal is to get as little styrofoam on the table as possible. And, oh, okay, so this is the actual glass bit. So yeah, let me open it up like this. Ooh, wow. Oh, wait. It's hit. Is that? Oh, never mind. I thought that was his face inside. That's just kind of like the lava that hasn't like warmed up yet. James, I'm gonna be honest. If that was your face actually floating around inside, I would have been pretty impressed. And now, if I were to guess, I'm pretty sure inside of here, it's gonna be the light bulb. Yeah, it is. So if you guys are wondering, if you do purchase this, you don't have to buy your own bulb. And then everybody, just like that, we've got it complete. Now, I believe I just flick it like this, and boom. Okay, so now it's gonna take a little while to warm up. We have another product that I have to do in the dark later, so we'll save this for now. Let's hope it's ready in a bit. And actually, before we even move on to the next creator, I have another thing that I purchased, some collectible plush. This is actually for the Odd1sOut new show called Oddballs. I believe they're actually getting a season 2 in March, which is super awesome. I watched the entire first season and was able to get every single plush, and I believe Toasty is sold out now, and I really do enjoy that he's got the plug on the back. But you can still pick up Max as well as James on the website, and taking a look at him, he's probably my favorite. I don't know, there's just something about him that I really enjoy. Look at me, come on, who can't love this face? And then, of course, everybody, we've got James over here. And it's kind of funny because he is a little bit smaller than the rest of them, but I guess that makes sense for the show. Definitely a cute one, and I like having all three together. Also, if you're wondering on the quality for these, everything is pretty soft. The front is actually embroidered, and then the thing that they used for these, I don't exactly know what the material is, but it's nothing like I've ever felt before on a plush. All right, now let's get on to the next YouTuber. I guess it would be YouTubers because there's two of them, and I'm talking about Good Mythical Morning. They were actually the reason that I wanted to do this video because when I went onto their website, they actually have the Mythical Society, if you guys don't know. It's almost like a club that you can purchase and then you get a bunch of extra content. And I've been a part of that for a little while, and one of the months that they had was actually going to be a Youtooz, and when I found out about that, I was like, well, of course we've got to show it off. And so here it is, the two of them together, shaking hands, legs up. I really enjoy this thing. And also a little bit of a fun fact, this is the only way that you're able to get this Youtooz. And I really do enjoy when they do 2-packs like this. It just makes it a little bit more fun. And so let's take this thing out of the protector and I'll show you guys what it looks like a little bit closer up, because on the front you guys can see, you know, what they look like now, but then also on the back side, here is the original photo. So I guess the front here is actually them recreating it. And then when you take the sleeve off, you can see there's probably going to be quotes on this thing. So let me check it out. On the side here, there isn't any, but on the front you can see Rhett and Link from prom to red carpet, which is actually when they recreated the photo. And then on the back here, it says, Mythical Beast, did you know that our prom dates took the picture of us in our tuxes, shaking hands and standing on one leg? Not much has changed in the years since then, except that our prom dates are no longer the ones taking those pictures because that would have been way too weird and a major inconvenience for them. Definitely a fun little story on the back. And now on the inside here, there's again no other quote, but one thing I am noticing, and it's kind of interesting, is that the Mythical Society logo is printed all over this thing. Because like I said, the only way you could get this was if you were signed up for their Mythical Society. So it's kind of cool and a weird exclusive thing that you can only get there. Actually, you can probably see it a little bit better now that we've got the figure out of the box. It's that little yellow one all around the back. And now let's take a look at the Youtooz a little bit closer up, and wow, this is super high quality. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, what Youtooz isn't, but this is just a really fun one, especially because they come on the base, and I'm noticing on the bottom, it actually looks like, I don't believe it's them signing every single one, but it does have their signature printed on the bottom. And then the figure just looks really nice in general. Like, Link's got that little bit of gray hair, Rhett's got the really long hair. Their hands, I'm gonna be honest, are a little bit bigger, probably because they needed to have them shaking. But it's not like so large it looks weird, if you guys know what I mean. And yeah, just in general, probably one of my favorite Youtooz, besides mine, of course. And possibly some more, never mind, don't worry about that. And then the next thing that I got from Good Mythical Morning was a cool one, because if you guys don't know, I actually collect a good amount of ornaments. And I guess I have since I was younger. Like every year around Christmas, or you know, in like November, December, I would go to Hallmark and pick up one or two. And this year I got a lot of the Funko ones, but I also ended up grabbing this set here from Good Mythical Morning. It's their logo, as well as, oh, I can't remember what type of chicken that is. Well, you know, it's like a mythical creature, a cross between a chicken and a dragon. Oh, why am I blanking on that? It's the one in their intro. And anyways, I do want to take this out of the box to see how nice they are, because they look pretty good inside. Alrighty, so let's see what we've got going on here. And wow, you know what? Super solid. I definitely did not expect that, but I am really enjoying this, especially because it is just like a simple logo, but it still looks really nice as an ornament. And then over here, wow, this is great. And I remember it was kind of on sale because I believe I picked this up like right after Christmas. I think it was sometime like maybe early January. So definitely a neat set, and this feels kind of breakable, but that's what I enjoy about ornaments. And now that I think about it, why do they make ornaments so breakable? Like, we're hanging them on these tiny branches at super high heights, and they most likely are gonna fall off if you don't put them on properly. But either way, this feels super, super high quality, and I'm so glad that I grabbed these. And then I ended up grabbing this from them, which is really funny because it is an official Rubik's Cube, and it's them on on the Rubik's Cube. Like, I mean, come on, that's pretty funny. And I wonder, like, what the craziest way is that you can actually, like, mix them up so it's, like, them, like, together, you know what I mean? And now, I don't know if I'm actually gonna take this and totally jumble it up because I think it is fun to have their faces together, but I guess it'll probably get me to learn how to do a Rubik's Cube. And so let's find out what this thing is looking like out of the box, because it's actually pretty funny. And it looks like also, it's not actually, oh, interesting. So I don't think it's stickers, or if it is stickers, it's like the normal kind of like Rubik's Cube stickers, but they're actually printed on, and they're all different faces based on like the colors, I guess. So you guys can see there's Link, and then we've got Rhett over here, and then there's, I think, did I show you that one already? No, wait, these are very similar colors. There's like an orange, and then kind of like a red color. Ooh, that would be tough. But I mean, there definitely is a difference in the color. And anyways, this is just something really funny that I thought I would grab because there are so many different types of Rubik's Cubes that people collect that I guess if you wanted to, you could have a good Mythical Morning one. Now let's get on to the next YouTuber, which is MatPat. And actually, now that I look at it, it's a little bit more like Game Theory merchandise in general, but it is still really collectible. And let's start with this right here, which is the Theorist Corp pin. Now, I don't think I'm going to be taking it out of here just because of how nice the card looks with it. But I do think this looks really cool, and it's supposed to be like authorized personnel only. Only the theorists are supposed to know what it is. And then it is kind of like that, I don't know, what would you call it, kind of like a detective? It's pretty neat. And so yeah, I definitely thought it was cool that they had this on their website. And I feel like out of all of the different things that I've had with the collectibles, the pins are probably the best ones here. And so I definitely thought that this was a cool thing that they had on their website. And I feel like out of all of the collectibles that we've talked about, besides the Youtooz, of course, I feel like the pins are probably the most collectible. Because I think that that's something that a lot of people do buy and have an abundance of. If you enjoy things, a pin is kind of like just an easy thing to grab because they do go on to pretty much whatever, a backpack, shirt, you name it. And so anyways, after the pin, I also ended up grabbing this, mostly because my brother wanted it, but also, I don't know, you can kind of count it as collectible. This here is a brand new Switch case. It's actually got Game Theory on the front, and then it's supposed to look kind of like a motherboard, and then it also has this, which I thought was pretty cool, the Game Theory logo as the zipper, and then when you open it up, I bet you there might be like some game holders inside. Oh wow, it's actually a lot bigger than I thought. Yeah, take a look at this. It's got like the pouch up there, and then when you pull this down, it seems like there's a piece of plastic. Oh, it actually like holds your Switch games. Okay, this is really cool. And now that I think about it, a lot of people do collect Switch games in general just because they like to have the cartridge. You totally could just get it online on like the Nintendo Switch eShop, but to have this and like the physical copies is pretty fun. So definitely a neat thing for them to throw in. And I believe on this side there's a zipper, and I'm wondering if there's anything inside of here. Just the silica packet. And now everybody, let's get on to the big thing that I got from MatPat. It is kind of similar to the TheOdd1sOut thing, but not exactly. It is this here. Again, something done by Creator Inc., but this is completely different, but then also kind of similar at the same time to that lava lamp. And so let's take a look at this. We're on the bottom here. We've got probably the plug, and then when you open it up, oh, this is neat. And also, I would say pretty fitting for MatPat. Why? I'm not exactly sure. It just seems to go with what he does. And if anybody's wondering, it does come with the plug, which is really nice. So you don't have to worry about getting one for yourself. There's also no batteries needed. And now I think before we actually start this up, let me go shut the lights off and we'll see what this thing looks in the dark because it's going to be way, way cooler. Alrighty, so everything is set up and I believe once I hit the switch, it should turn on. There it is! And now I'm going to be honest, it is really hard to see it in the dark. Let me see if I can focus on this a little bit better. I don't know, it's just so bright. Okay, it's getting darker, it's getting darker. You can see it a little bit better. Now let me try putting my hand on it and I'll show you guys. Oh my gosh, you can see my hand on the back there. It's like one of those orbs that you can find at like the Science Center, stuff like that. And this thing seriously looks amazing. I look so menacing in the dark. Oh my gosh. And so anyways, guys, like I said, it's just a fun thing for me to purchase. And actually, now that we're in the dark, the lava lamp should be ready. And well, everybody, here it is, the lava lamp working. And take a look at this. I just love these things. And also, if you look closely, you can kind of see me. I mean, come on, look at how cool this is. I don't know, there's just something about lava lamps that are super mesmerizing. And now, just for fun, I've got to try both of these things together. So let me turn this one on and we'll see what it looks like. Wow! Okay, yeah, pretty cool. So you can kind of see some of the Odd Ones Out stuff on the lava lamp. Yeah, I mean, come on. These things look great together. And well, everybody, there you go. That is, whoa. This thing's being weird. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's kind of like glitching a little bit. Okay, let me see if I can turn this off a bit better. Oh, that's on. There. Okay, I think we're good. Anyways, where was I? Oh, right. What I wanted to say is that is all of the collectibles for today, and I hope that you guys did enjoy. And now I do also want to mention that I've got a bunch of other ones planned for a part 2 already. There was some from Logan Paul as well as Mr. Beast, so get excited about that. But at the moment, I don't actually have enough collectibles to do another review. So if there's any out there from other content creators that you've seen, please pop it in the comment section below because I would love to check them out. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video and I'll see you tomorrow.